Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Welcome everyone. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Hello everyone. Hi Elisa and Lonnie and Shauna Lynn. Shauna Lynn thinks you're amazing now, Nicole. She's like the leader of your fan club. Hi Kristen. Hi Hearn, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Kathleen, it's good to have you here. Amber, welcome. Hi Leah Renee and Barbara Collins and Samantha McCaffrey and Jody County. Good evening, Michelle. It's great to see you. And Jamie Lynn and Jennifer Lynn and Sarah and Nikki. It's great to have you and everyone in the mediums group, Carly, Scott, and Maggie Leal. First I was like, wait a minute, did I say that wrong? No, it's Maggie Leal Gonzalez and Kimberly and Carol and Brooke Digby. I'm so glad you're here. And Bernice over in the Mystical Connections group. Welcome everyone. Hi Barbara, Kaylee, and Justin May. It's so great to have everyone with us today. I'm so glad you're here. And you know, today we'll be doing readings with Nicole. Before we start, I'd like to just say that we have lots of events. We have two more lives, one for Thursday, one for Friday. And then Sunday we'll also have a sort of community event called Samhain where we honor the dead. And I hope you can make it Sunday evening. We'll probably also have some readings, and we'll definitely have some moments to honor our past loved ones, which is really important to all of you, I'm sure. And for today, we'll be doing spirit-led readings with Nicole. And so what that means is Nicole will bring through as many messages and details as she can regarding regarding your spirit. And your job is to listen and then let us know if something matches. Okay. And that's really what's important here. Okay. So, and then, let's see. And I think that's pretty much it for today. That I have announcements. I have a class later this week. If you want to learn to connect on your own, I can totally do that with you. It's a class. It's just like $20, but I'll be doing two classes, one at the end of the month and one in the beginning of November. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Barbara and Chelsea. I'm glad, Chelsea, it helps you to listen to the live readings. It does help a lot of people. Hi, Denna. Hi, Emily. And Kayla. Hi. Welcome. Good grief, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Hi, Chelsea. I don't know why. Hi, Betty. A spirit's got my mouse or something. Hi, Kayla and Susan and Bianca and Patty. Welcome.
Yay.
Kathleen wants me to remind her about the class. Remind you to remind me. Who's reminding who, Kathleen? You want me to mention my class again? It's real easy to find. Just look in the events and you can sign up for it. Just follow the link. And then once you pay your $20, it will send you a link to it. Hi, Patty. And hi, Bernice. Welcome, everyone. And over in the mediums group, hi, Pamela and Claire and Gianna and Carly and Claire Callaghan. It's a different Claire. And Patty and Sarah Rock and Chris. Hi, Delu Jerez, Brooke Digby and Carol, Kimberly. Welcome, everyone. It's good to have you with us today. All right, Nicole. So, go ahead, Nicole.
All right. Well, I hope all of you guys are having a great day today. I do have a couple spirits coming in. I got some trying to like push together, so I'm gonna have them one at a time, please. So I have a very free-spirited person here. Like I've just honestly been enjoying their energy for the last 20 minutes. The animals were very important to them. I heard them say, "My mom." They keep bringing me out to like a field, and this is like the most beautiful, luscious, soft grass I've ever seen. And I see like daisies, and I also see chickens running around. And it feels like this person has very long hair, and they enjoy being barefoot, and possibly had a large crystal collection, or they just really enjoyed collecting crystals. Like their energy is incredibly kind. Like and spring and summertime are significant. They brought spring and summertime up, and then I heard April. I don't know if they're referring to the month of April or if that's their name or someone else's name.
I agree, Barbara. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah. Yeah. Somebody else, I guess it was Sarah's live, had a very similar vibration to a person. But I don't remember who the person it was. That's what I'm sitting here remembering. I don't remember.
I don't know. They really enjoyed dancing and music, and they feel like they were younger, maybe 20s. And oddly enough, I could taste like banana pudding. And just for clarification, I've been eating green beans today, so there's no reason for me to taste banana pudding. So
No, they don't taste anything alike.
I was like, well, this is weird.
Oh, Sarah's saying, I don't think that person connected during Sarah's. You might be right, Sarah. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and watch. Why don't you review the details?
Okay. So this person has long hair. I'm guessing that their age is around the 20s. They've really enjoyed outdoors. Crystals. And like their energy is very, very down to earth. And I don't know if like they had chickens, but they're showing me chickens. It looks like there's a chicken coop in the backyard, and I see little white chickens running around. What I'm being shown, it looks like spring or summertime. And then I heard April. Again, I don't know if that's their name or if the month is significant. But I feel like this person also went to like music festivals and things.
Okay. For me, I could take most of what you said, except for the chickens. But She may have had chickens when she was younger, but I don't know. But she definitely was into animals. She had probably as many ferrets as you're describing chickens.
Yeah, like animals were a big deal for this person.
Mm-hmm.
They liked animals more than they liked people.
Yep, she would even say that. Mm-hmm. She is my stand-in mom. Her name is Karen.
Okay, because I kept hearing my mom. She's like, my mom.
Mm-hmm. She used to think it was weird, but I used to call her my mom all the time.
Okay. So she's saying she wants you to know that you're going to be okay. Like she's showing me there's worry and with your surgery coming.
Right.
She's just kind of like, it's all going to be okay. Like you're going to come out through this. And she's also saying she's like, I'm so proud of you for how far along you've come in your spiritual journey.
She said that to me right before she died. It's actually the last thing she said to me.
Wow.
She was my hippie mom, my spiritual mom. She taught me astrology. She validated all my psychic stuff, everything.
Yeah. She's an amazing person.
Mm-hmm. She really was. She had lots of crystals in her house. She had huge, like, Egyptian stuff, and mm-hmm. She was wild.
Like I feel like I would have spent time with her and had a blast. She's just
Yeah, most people did.
she's hanging out, like you just have the most amazing energy. It's very high vibrational energy.
Mm-hmm. That's why I call her my spirit mama. Mm-hmm.
She's also saying she's like, I'm watching over your son. Like she's like, I'm keeping an eye. And she's like doing this. She's like tapping her chest.
She died of a heart condition. That was a side effect from taking a prescription medicine that she didn't want to take.
Oh wow. Yeah, she's just really trying to reassure you that everything's gonna be okay. She's like, Hollis doesn't say anything about how stressed out they are.
Hmm.
But she's like, I know and I see and she's like, you're going to be okay. And it's all gonna work out. She's like, she's not elaborating what the worry is with your son, but she is like, just know that I'm watching over him too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll be right there while you're having your procedure done. I'll be right there.
Both of them, because I have two of them. Yeah. All right. Well, it's good to know that she's with me. Although I think she's my spirit guide most of the time. Jody, yeah, it would. She would cough a lot. It's like she had heart failure. Jody said my chest got tight for a minute during this and coughed a bit, just random. Did that have to do with her? Yeah, probably, Jody.
So I'm wondering what the banana thing is. Because it's weird.
Well, I'm not sure if I mean,
Was she vegan?
oh yeah, for a long time. Mm-hmm. Until she couldn't be, just like me. She was vegan and vegetarian. Mm-hmm. And then she had sort of retired from it, and then I became a vegetarian. She was like, no way. And they used to call me, so her name was Karen, and some people that knew her that also knew me would call me Mini Karen. They still do.
Okay, so she's saying she loved bananas.
Probably.
But she was like, you need to eat more bananas because they're good for you. She's like
I do.
flashing like Vegas style light signs for me. She's like, potassium, potassium. I'm like, okay.
I'm trying to eat a banana a day right now, so I can't really eat banana pudding, Karen, because I got the chubby problem. I'm a chubster.
She said, eat the banana pudding. She's like,
That is one of my favorites.
it's so good. Which I have to say, on point. Like, I knew immediately that it was banana pudding, but I'm like, why am I tasting banana pudding? So. She says she sees great things for you.
I hope so. Okay.
But she says rest and to take care of yourself too. She's like, busy, busy, busy. No time for you.
Yeah, I have that habit.
Yeah, she's showing me like a stop sign. She says, slow down. And then she just says, I love you, kid.
So here's the other magical thing about Karen that you should know. Is Karen adopted every kid in the neighborhood that didn't have appropriate parents.
Oh, wow.
And so she adopted my husband, and then I came along when she had kind of stopped doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And but she still took me in a way and still mothered me. And when I had my kids, she was my mother, and she always stood in as a mother for me as a young mother. I had my baby when I was 17. And before she sold her house, she had a picture on the wall, and I have an image of it in my Facebook of all of the hundreds of children in the neighborhood that she mothered. And so I think that that in itself is really magical. So I just share that with you, that she mothers a lot of people. So I'm interested to who comes in behind her.
She has very, very, her energy is just so pure. So pure.
Yeah.
Like,
She mostly used herbal medicines until she thought maybe the prescription drug. We had that white coat syndrome where she believes the doctor knows more than she does, and she took the medication and it killed her.
I had a health issue and the doctors put me on medicine and it made me sicker. So I stopped taking it. I've been fine since I stopped taking the medication. I was in the hospital while I was on this medication, and I just took myself off of it and I was like, oh, I feel fine. I feel normal again.
Right. So I agree with you, Samantha. That is what I always say about Karen, is that we need more Karens in the world. I totally agree. I totally agree. I'm right there with you on that one. I say that all the time. And you also said April. She's a Gemini, and at the end of April is when Gemini begins.
Right.
She also loved to should gardener and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She also like showed me daisies. Like,
well, that's my dad's flower. So I thought that was interesting that she is showing you my dad's flower. But she did like my dad a lot. When I brought him over there, he was blind and he was sitting in her little garden chair, and she enjoyed telling him that he was surrounded by daisies because she had a really beautiful backyard. Yeah. So it might have something to do with that. Yep. She also loves spring, so it's hard. Yeah.
She has a very beautiful yard. If that's the yard that I'm being shown, it is amazing. Softest.
Yeah, sort of.
Like, I can just
off the charts.
And I'm like, oh my god, if I could just.
She believed in the medicine of being barefoot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. It's a sweet reading. Yep. It's a big deal. Thanks, Thanks, Nicole.
Um, thank you, Karen. She is so cool.
Well, I'd like to know who she's going to bring in behind her because she was one very cool hip chick. Let me just say that. She was
Oh yeah, I feel like I could hang out with her all day long. Like,
Well, that's the funny thing that's the funny thing I always tell people is that psychics, mediums, anyone that was spiritually minded, and she was definitely a witchy spiritual type. Anybody like that dies when they get on the other side, they are very loud. I knew the moment she died.
That's wild.
They're very loud.
That was for me when one of my grandmothers passed away. I knew before I got a phone call or before any kind of contact, I knew. I just started crying and I knew she was gone. I was just like, okay. And then shortly after that, I got a blank email and there was no return address. Like, it didn't make any sense. It was just, I opened it up and I was like, all right, I know now.
Right. So I misspoke. I said that Gemini season was in April. It's actually May, June. But she still liked the spring. So, and someone called me out on it. So now I have to correct myself. So there you go. I made a mistake, Stephanie. I just misspoke. So, yeah, she was a Gemini though. So, but she was a huge gardener, and April was such a big deal. Mm-hmm. It's okay, Stephanie. I knew I made the mistake in the moment. I just wasn't going to say anything because I didn't think anyone cared.
So she is just kind of like saying for everybody, make some time to go out and get in nature. She's like, take your shoes off and go stand in the grass and recharge yourselves. She's like, it doesn't matter if you stand under the moonlight, if you stand under the sunlight. She's just like, get connected. That's what she wants. She's like, connect. Because she thinks that the world, and I agree, is entirely disconnected from the earth.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she believes. Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, get back in tune with nature because nature is just as alive as the rest of us.
Yep. Yep. I agree, Kayla. That's a great way to start the readings. And frankly, you want Karen leading the way. She's got sweet energy. She can bring great people through.
Okay. So it feels like, I'm going to emphasize it feels like she's bringing through a gentleman. He feels like he's tall. I wouldn't really say he's like heavy set, but he's not skinny. He's like, he feels like a solid guy. We're not like buffed out and abs when I say solid, just like a solid person. And it looks like he has darker hair. Maybe some like 5 o'clock shadowy thing going on. And he shows me work boots. And I see jeans. It's like, I almost feel like he might have like, he definitely was doing blue collar work. I feel that strongly. Like, he keeps pointing to his boots, and then he says like electric. I feel like we're building something. So maybe it's in And
Okay, Sienna is saying that my husband is 6 foot and my husband was pretty solid. And she's pretty much said yes to several things that you've already said. Sounds like him, she says. Yes. I think everything matches Sienna so far. Stephanie Cosgriff did ask if he wore navy boots.
no, they look like regular work boots to me. Kind of like Timberlands or something with the steel toe.
Yeah, and Carly said it's not her because her husband or boyfriend or whatever was blonde. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's a soldier, Stephanie. I think he's a worker. Okay, so I think we're still with Sienna.
I also I hear like Tennessee whiskey, and then he shows me like I see fishing. I see like a truck. I can't tell if it was like a daily driver or this is his work truck, but I see a truck as well.
Does that match? Okay. How about Sienna? Does the Tennessee whiskey and the truck match? Okay, because Gianna is also saying, did you do a reading before with Gianna? Because she's saying, and when I had a reading with you, he emphasized his work boots.
Okay, I have read for Gianna a couple of times, yes.
Oh, okay. And then she said square toe. Do you recognize the spirit?
Hold on. I can't really see, I just see the silhouette. So let me see if I can
Sometimes I recognize their vibration.
Yeah.
Because Sienna said the whiskey doesn't make sense.
No, it's a song that I'm hearing by Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey.
Okay.
So I'm going to consult with my pendulum and see what the pendulum says here.
Sienna, do you know the song?
So I do believe this is for Gianna. I do believe this is her person.
Okay. She did say that he has darker brown hair. She agreed that it's him with the whiskey. And then it's a white GMC, she says, the truck that you were saying. And you told me that the song he sent through to me after our wedding stuff, it's Zach for sure. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Because another person has some things too.
Okay, because this is him. Because I can see showing me he's showing me how he was just showing me how he passed just to validate again. He's making me feel like you're really worried about something.
Are you worried about something, Gianna?
And he's just like, she's mad, is what he's saying.
Kristen, blue collar work is like construction or work that requires the hands, that you wear clothes that get dirty. That's why they say blue collar, because usually it's like it used to be an old fashioned blue uniform. That's what blue collar work is. Back breaking physical labor. There's a couple other people that also have some stuff, but maybe it's just the one spirit bringing others through or something. She said all the time, life just be lifing. So I don't think she's having the greatest of times right now.
No, he's just like,
That's what she,
she's
this is
so,
what she said.
she's
Life
mad.
be life just be lifing.
So he's saying, babe, I know it's not what you want to hear right now, but you have to trust trust the process. He's kind of like showing me like a Jenga tower, and you're just like one more little thing, and he's like, she's gonna blow. But he also
Okay, go ahead.
he's also saying with that, like, you kind of have to trust the process, that everything's gonna fall into place. He's like, I know it's scary and everything feels like it's falling apart right now. He's like, but it's falling into place.
I also want to say that Sienna asked, is it possible to be getting things from two spirits? It often is. Because she said that she's worried, mad, and hurt at the moment, is why I ask about spirits coming in together.
It does happen. Sometimes, like, it's called piggybacking. That's what we refer to the term as, piggybacking. They'll have similar stories or whatever, and this person will come through, and then this other spirit is kind of like fused together with messages. And sometimes we have to ask them to separate.
Piggybacking is very common in these kinds of settings, in particular, Sienna. When you get a private reading, it doesn't really happen, because then, it's not likely that you and Gianna are going to come to the same reading. um, but typically, if you get in a private reading, it doesn't happen. But in these settings, it does.
So I'm being shown a little boy. Do you have children together? His Thanks, Shauna.
Shauna's your fan club. Well, it's either of you, Sienna. She just asks, is this for Gianna or me? Gianna said, I wish I had a child. But my best friend has a little boy. Hold on, I'm trying to finish it here. Bring it up so we can all see it. My best friend has a little boy that I've spent a lot of time with recently. And Sienna said, I have a son that I'm going through things with right now, and that's why she's upset.
Okay. So I do feel like this part is for you. Are you worrying yourself sick? Like you're physically becoming sick? Because what I'm being shown is I feel like I am just so stressed out and worried. I'm sick to my stomach. Like I could just go throw up at any moment now. Like I feel like I can't catch my breath, and I'm just so unbelievably worked up that I can't think clearly.
By the way, everybody, yeah, I got the scammer dildo and the one before that. I'm deleting them as fast as I can. Yeah, I see them. And I just delete them. I can block them from here. So please don't follow dildo. Okay. Sienna said pretty much, and then she said yes.
Okay. He's saying, please stop beating yourself up and understand that like you're doing everything that you can in this situation. He kind of just like, some things are beyond our control.
She said, my heart just hurts and my anxiety is through the roof. Oops.
He's kind of just like, I'm right here with you.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Everybody could just have a joke break. Oh, yeah, that's,
Oh, that's
well, now we know why they named themselves that way, eh?
oh God.
So they're probably all enjoying watching us laugh at this now. Okay. Welcome, Jackie.
So just, I'm right here with you, and you have to trust that everything's going to work out. And he's also just like, he's like doing deep breathing exercises in my ear, and he's like, tell her to breath work, because he's just making me feel like, it feels like your anxiety gets up so high, it feels like you're going to have a heart attack.
Mm.
And he's just like, and he's also doing this. Like, I don't know if you've ever done this. It's like a soothing method of tapping, just kind of like to bring yourself back down. And he's just like, hey, like, breathe, take deep breaths. He's like, feel it all the way up from your core. And he's like, tell her the 4 count. So the 4 count, you hold your breath when you get up to the top of your breath. You hold it for 4 seconds, and then you just exhale. Just let it go. He's like, you're gonna feel so much better. He's like, you're stressing me because I'm like worried about you because you're so stressed out. He's like, it's not good for you.
Stress is never good for any of us.
Mm-mm. It's just like, he's just like, it's gonna help.
You know, there's a great app called Calm, Calm, that will teach you a lot of breathing exercises and such, Sienna.
He's also saying, don't doubt your decision because you're making the right choice.
Gianna also said that she can relate to this, the throwing up part. And then I catch myself getting super worked up, and I've been trying to do breath work before I go to bed.
It's really great.
Yeah, Irene, it's meant for Gianna and Sienna. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So for me, what I've been doing a lot lately is on Netflix, there's like this little unwind your mind thing. And that's what I go to sleep to. They have like one for relaxation, sleep, meditation. I do that one, and it tells me a great little story as I drift off to sleep, and I'm just like, I've been sleeping great since I've been using that. Just
Yep.
it's a 5-minute little long story, and I usually don't make it past 10 minutes. It's got me knocked out before.
Sounds like Sienna needed that. Okay.
And he says, I love you. And he said, like, once you can calm down some, he's like, you'll see all the signs that I'm sending you. It's like, I'm all around. And he says that he's proud of you. And Zach is saying, I love you, honey, and I'm proud of you. He's like, take a breather, go to the spot. Which I am just thanking him for bringing Sienna's partner through as well. And Sienna, your person is saying, I need you to believe that I'm okay, because I am. I'm so great over here.
She said that I'm always watching for him. And she gave lots of hearts.
Do your lights ever flicker? Because he's making me feel like sometimes he makes the lights flicker in your house.
And now Gianna's like, that damn spot. I'm headed there tomorrow. Actually, I'll watch for him in the sunset tomorrow.
He just winked and said, I'll be there.
Sienna. Let's see, come back to Sienna's comment. Sorry, we're going from group to page. Sienna said, I miss him over here so much. Vain, a single mom without him is hard. I think being a single mom without him is hard. And yes, they do. And so does my vacuum. It's weird, Sienna.
Like, that's my way of letting you know that I'm there. And he says, honey, you're doing great. He's like, I don't want you to worry about me over here. I'm fine.
Kathleen, they're from the mediumship group. Aren't you in the mediumship group, Kathleen? When they're in groups, they don't show up the same way here. It's just the software. It's because Facebook has a bunch of rules about going live in groups. But we're actually live on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in 7 different places. We're on 3 Facebook pages, a YouTube page, a Twitch page, and 2 Facebook groups.
All right. So, as your husband is ending on his note, or your partner, I just see him kissing the kids on the forehead. And he grabs you up by your face and he kisses you on the forehead too. I like to call those kisses right here. When they kiss you on your forehead, right on your third eye, that's a soul kiss.
Gianna said we have a joke amongst the family saying you just got zacked whenever the lights flicker. He messes with the lights for sure. Wow, that's funny. Okay. It's okay, Kathleen. You're not the only person. A lot of people ask me that. Almost every time I do a live, somebody asks me that. The name of the software is StreamYard. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I don't know if any of you guys listen to Lana Del Rey, but I hear a Lana Del Rey song. This person also feels like they were very, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but groovy is what I'm feeling. Just like a very flowing, artsy kind of spirit. Like they just, so like the way they're dressed to me is like, think of like an art teacher. Just like flowy skirt, bright and colorful.
Kathleen knows who you're talking about. Love her, my girl, Lana.
I love Lana. So I keep hearing the song Brooklyn Baby. So I'm trying to figure out if like their aesthetic is Lana Del Rey or, but like it's just it's like a moody song. It's It's a great song. All of her songs are great. But anyway, the particular line that I keep hearing over and over again is "My boyfriend's in a band."
My boyfriend's in a band.
Yes, that's just the one. Like, I feel like we're laying on the floor and I can see a record player and like we're listening to records, and there's just like, honestly, like it feels like a psychedelic thing that I'm being shared with right now.
By the way, Gianna says, thank you, Nicole, Zach, and I's interdimensional communicator for sure.
That's great.
It's funny. Yeah.
I also feel like this person, I feel, okay, I'm going to have to say, like, with the clues that I'm given here, I see like a corner coffee shop. It's like in a brick building. I can't tell if we're working there or if we just go hang out there. This person looks like they're from the 70s. Like the little bandana, I see the bell bottoms. Like, this person is showing me a favorite period in their life. Interesting.
Sienna, I'm just going to give you the link, okay? She's asking for the link. It's actually right on the top there on the page if you look at it, but here, I'll just give it to you so you can just click on it.
I see like an older car. This person was like very carefree. Like, our hair is whipping like very long and it's like going out the window while we're driving down the road. And it looks like they're smoking either a cigarette or they're smoking a joint.
Okay.
And
there you go, Sienna.
I see like a little dog with them as well. And then this person's just saying, I died young.
Barbara, if somebody sends you, by the way, if someone sends you a message saying that they have a reading for you, or you have a demon on your back and need to be cleansed, or they have amazing messages from the other, whatever, a real reader will never message you first, ever, 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 ever. Okay? So if the person's messaging you and you don't know who they are, just block them. Just don't even think twice about it. Just block them. They're just trying to scam you. Yeah, it's spirit led, Kathleen. Yep. Eileen. Yep. Just block them. Yeah, never engage with them. Just don't even say anything and just block them. So Lonnie finally spoke up and said, it could be my friend Sharon. She's always in bell bottoms, smoked, and had a little dog.
Okay.
I know, Eileen. There's nothing I could do about them copycatting people. They copycat me. They copycat everybody. Didn't they copy you now, Nicole?
They sure did. They told somebody that that they were cursed and damned to hell, and so was the children.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, what in the world? But I'm certainly not going to talk to anybody like that. So that's just fear-based to try and get you to scam, to get you some. I've actually had somebody try to scam me from another group, and I just kind of played along, and I was like, well, I'm a psychic medium too, so do you want to exchange readings? I've never been blocked so fast in my life.
Yep. Yeah, they don't like it if you yep.
Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, my attention is being brought to like Christmas time in Times Square. At least winter time, but I see Christmas trees, so I'm gonna say Christmas time. Does she wear like a little bandana on her head?
I was looking at Lonnie's image a little bit closer and I'm like, are you in a hippie van, Lonnie? Lonnie said she wore a hat mostly.
Can you take like the Times Square in New York stuff? Because I hear she's saying like
Yeah.
adventure.
She said she can take the Times Square New York stuff.
Cool. So like I don't know, she's like saying adventure, and then but like I also have like this sense of sadness with me as well. Like maybe I didn't really show that I was sad, but she's kind of like life wasn't always easy, but I always made the best of it.
That's right, Jennifer. It's always good to speak the name out loud in the chat and try to get them to come through. That's right, Jennifer. Good job. Nikki said I look tired. I look tired? I went to the doctor's today. I went to Denver. That's what happened. Did you ever go to, like, I live way remote. So every time I go to the city, I feel like someone beat me with a baseball bat or something. It's part of being sensitive. Thanks for asking, but I'm okay, Nikki. I just went to Denver. That's all. See what happens when I go to the city.
She's also showing me like dancing and like I see big gold hoop earrings for some reason.
Lonnie said she's sorry that she's slow at answering. She's at work. She had to answer the phone.
And she says and I believe she's to you, Lonnie, when she speaks. She said, always such a good friend to me.
She said she did like to dance.
Yeah, because she's kind of like saying to me, she's like, girl, can you feel it? Can you feel that music in your feet? She's just like, let's go. She's like grabbing me by the hand and we're going to the dance floor. Like it is time to dance.
Exactly, Alyssa. Alyssa said I totally feel the whole I had to interact with so many other humans today. I'm so wiped out thing, which is why I live out in bumfuck Egypt. That's right, me too, Alyssa. But I live up on the top of a mountain. I'm like, whew, safe to be up here.
So she's saying as well, she said she always helped me a lot and she was always there for me. Like, I feel like there was a moment, I don't know if it's her holding you or you're holding her, but like there's just like a grief stricken moment if something happened and we're just like sitting on the floor and you're allowing me or she's allowing you to just like cry it out. Just get it out. You're not talking, you're just there to listen, like being a really, really great friend. Well, she just says, you always knew what to say.
I don't know, Alyssa. You live in the holler? I don't know who's braver. You might be braver. I live in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. It's okay, Jade. You're catching the end. Lonnie hasn't said anything else. I don't know. Maybe she answered the phone again. I don't know.
Might have, but I'm going to just finish out with her little message from her friend. So
Okay.
about it later. She said, so incredibly thankful for all the moments that we shared together. And she's just like, you were my rock.
Okay. Hopefully she hears that, or she'll rewind it to hear it.
And she's also making me feel like she gets random scents. Like she'll get like a flash of the smell of something and it reminds her of the friend. And the friend is like, I'm here.
Well, Alyssa, if you're in the holler, that means you're probably in the South somewhere, and I'm gay. So gay people we don't move to the South intentionally usually unless we have it in for ourselves. I live in Colorado where it's safe. Okay. Because if you live in the holler, you must live in like Louisiana or something. Right? Yeah.
Oh,
So.
right. Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, no way am I living there. I've been there, no way. Jody, I get anxiety when I go to Rifle, Colorado, too. I live outside of Boulder. So I'm kind of spoiled in the energetic department. You know what's a funny joke about Boulder? Throw a rock and you'll meet a Reiki master. It's true. It's a funny place. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess she didn't say anything else.
All right. So
I guess so. Either she had to answer the phone, or who knows. Hey, Sienna, you're in the Colorado-Utah border. I'm on the other side of the mountains from you. Sienna said, "I love that." See, I'm not the only one.
Oh, I love the Rockies. Love them.
Yeah, they're a beautiful place. Yeah.
Yeah. My husband and I got married at Garden of the Gods.
Oh yeah, that's like an hour from me.
Yeah, we were
Might be
like,
2.
Colorado's our favorite spot. We went
Maybe
to
you'll live here someday.
maybe. I always tell people I'm gonna retire out there.
Mm-hmm.
With my little RV and my dogs. I'm gonna go live
Mm-hmm.
in the
Mm-hmm. If you live in the South, it's a little bit warmer. So where I live up in the mountains, it snows. But to be frank with you, I don't like the heat. I'm better off. I could deal with the snow a little bit better. I can always put more clothes on. But at some point with the heat, you can only take so many clothes off and not get arrested. So, 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 I agree. Makwa Kokum Nancy Lewitt Brisson. She lives in BC, Canada, and the mountains are magical. I agree. So, all right. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the readings tonight with Nicole. I hope that you all enjoyed these readings. And for any of you that did get a reading, please make sure that you put a review or something, or try to give back to Nicole somehow. It's always a good thing. I always teach people, when you're dealing with energetics, magic, psychic, anything like that, you always want to give back somehow, even if you just pass it on. But an easy way is to just write a review in the group, right? And then bam, you're done. And then you don't have to worry about it too much. I I don't know what Lonnie said, yes, but it was more her. I'm not sure what she's answering there. I don't remember what you said, but maybe you do.
Um, she is, yeah. She just wants you to know that she appreciated every bit that you were there for her.
Yep. So anyway, if you didn't get a reading and you really would like a reading, you can always book one with Nicole, which is the easiest way to do it. I mean, frankly, some spirits would rather come through in a live like this than, I'm sorry, in a private than a live like this, because they don't want to be on stage or they want to say things. Anyway, you can book right there. There's the link to book with Nicole right there. It's also right there in the image. You can kind of type it in. But you can get a reading at psychicinsights.life. And the great thing about Psychic Insights is you don't have to worry about it being a scammer, right? Because you see me here every day. You see people writing reviews about Nicole and Sarah and me and everybody, and even Mama Cole and Jamie. So the point is that it's a safe service to use. You don't have to worry about being scammed or anything like that. Dila Jerez is excited for her reading tomorrow. So look at that. There's lots of people book their private readings. What happens is you go through like a thing, you pick the time that works for you. Nicole goes through all the time and makes sure her calendar is up to date so she knows what days she's willing to do readings and stuff. And then you can just book it right there. You don't have to go back and forth in a chat or anything like that. And then you pay right there through a business site so that you can get your money back if you're not pleased with it. All you have to do is ask us and we'll give it back to you anyway. We guarantee that the reading will be good. And I also guarantee that the person will show up and you'll get a recording and la la la. And if something goes wrong, we'll always make it up to you. Okay? And that's the security of Psychic Insights, is that you can always count on us to make sure. And if Nicole got sick suddenly or something happened that Nicole couldn't do the reading, I'll either give you your money back or I'll offer you to get a reading with someone else. So you're never like stuck. Like if you choose an anniversary of your spouse or the birthday or something, can you still get a good reading if you're a non-believer? Chelsea asked. Maybe, Chelsea. But I think when you go for a mediumship reading, you have to already be a believer. We're not really into proving things to you. That's not really our job. People do that out there in the world with paranormal type stuff. That's what they spend their time doing. We don't really, I mean, oh, okay. My husband doesn't believe like I do, but I want him to get a reading. Chelsea, I wouldn't bother. I would just get yourself a reading. How about that? Just get yourself a reading and enjoy the soothing, healing feeling that it is to get a reading, right? That's what I would do, Chelsea. And let him see how it heals you and helps you. And he'll come to terms when he's ready. Or you could buy him a Christmas one if you'd like. There'll be thank you, Shelley. Shelley said a very safe service. Love Hollis and everybody else. Thank you, Shelley. I appreciate that. And that's the beauty of Psychic Insights, is you can always be sure that it's a safe service, because you can't out there, guys. Be very safe. Be very safe. Don't someone messages you first. It's a scammer. I promise. We will never message you first. We are copycatted all the time. They copy Nicole. They copy Psychic Insights. They copy all kinds of people. Hell, they're even copying like my local people that aren't even psychics. Okay. Like it's a problem on Facebook. Okay. And so they're scamming people. All right, my friends. So I look forward to seeing you in a private reading, maybe with Nicole or maybe tomorrow's live. All right. See you all. Good night.
Hey.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.